What if I told you that you, yeah, you, have way more power than you realize when it comes to shaping your workplace? It's a pretty big thought, right? We often think culture is this thing that's handed down from the top, but the truth is, it's being created and recreated every single day by you.
Yeah, it's easy to think culture just kind of happens to us. We see the CEO's vision, we get the HR policies, we see the mission statement hanging on the wall, and we think, well, I guess that's the culture. And look, of course, leadership sets the tone, but the day-to-day reality, it's way more dynamic than that. The real culture, the one you actually live in, is shaped by all those countless little interactions between every single person. It's shaped by you. So if it's not just about slogans and policies, then what is it? Well, think of culture as a living, breathing thing. It's dynamic, it's happening right now in the thousands of small moments that make up our workday. It's really built from the ground up, not just from the top down.
Let's get a clear definition on the table. Workplace culture is all about the shared values, behaviors, and norms. Now that word shared, that's the key, because it means it's a collective creation. Every single employee is contributing to this, whether they realize it or not, through their actions, their mindset, and their interaction. You know, there's this perfect quote from Seth Godin that just nails it. Culture is 1,000 things 1,000 times. And it's so true. It's not one big company off-site. It's the tone you use in an email. It's how you react in a really tough meeting. It's whether or not you help a colleague who's struggling. It's the sum of all those tiny moments that seem insignificant on their own. So the most crucial part is understanding your role in all of this. So let's make it practical. We're going to walk through a quick self-audit, just 8 questions to help you see exactly how you're contributing to your team's culture as we speak.
Let's begin. And as we go through these, just be honest with yourself. First up, communication. Are you a fountain or a drain? I mean, do you openly communicate and collaborate, or do you tend to keep valuable info to yourself? And number 2, do you actively share helpful information with your teammates? Okay, next, let's talk initiative. Question 3, are you taking action to actually improve how you guys work, or do you wait for someone else to solve problems? Now, number 4 is a big one. What about feedback? Are you actively seeking it out just as much as you give it?
Now for mindset. Question 5, how open are you, really, to different perspectives, especially the ones that challenge your own? And number 6, do you empower and recognize other people? Do you go out of your way to lift them up and celebrate their contributions?
And finally, accountability and energy. Number 7, do you hold yourself accountable for your own performance? I'm talking the wins and the mistakes. And last one, number 8, do you foster an optimistic outlook at work, or do you tend to focus on the negative? Because that choice has a powerful ripple effect. All right, you got through it. Now, let's take a second to decode what your answers might mean. But please remember, this isn't about judgment. It's all about identifying opportunities.
So if your scores pointed out some areas for improvement, that's actually great. It means you have a really clear starting point for growth. If you're somewhere in the mid-range, you're already a positive influence, but you've got even more potential to unlock. And if you scored high, keep doing what you're doing. You are a massive force for good on your team, so keep leading by example.
And this brings us to the absolute best part. You don't have to wait for your boss or for HR to launch some big new culture program. You can start becoming a culture shaper today, right now. So how do you start? Well, it comes down to 3 pretty simple shifts. First, take full responsibility, not for the whole company, but just for your own actions and your own attitude. Second, consciously choose optimism. Your energy is contagious. Make sure it's a good kind of contagious. And third, choose lifting behaviors. That just means you embody the very behaviors you want to see more of, whether it's giving credit, really listening, or offering help. So I'll leave you with this. Every action, every word, every single choice you make at work creates a ripple. The ideal culture you're hoping for isn't something that's out there. It starts right here, with you. So the real question is, what kind of culture will you be remembered for shaping?